I am very honored, because Jeanette has let me speak, to introduce André, who will announce the Tribute Awards and also give a little speech and tell a off-color joke. So I want to hear a lot of cheering for André. Come on.
Thank you, Rosemary. Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir et bienvenue à la portion de ce programme qui concerne les prix des ARUCC, c'est-à-dire la portion qui est la plus intéressante pour les individus parce qu'elle reconnaît les travaux, les contributions et ce que j'appellerais les contributions les plus sensibles les réunions des associations de retraités. Alors, avant sans plus tarder, je me présente. Je m'appelle André Lapierre. Je suis de l'Association des professeurs retraités de l'Université d'Ottawa. Et depuis 3 ans maintenant, j'ai l'honneur et le privilège d'être le président du comité des prix de l'ARUCC. So, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is André Lapierre, and for the past 3 years, I've been had the pleasure and honor of being the chair of the ARUCC CURAC Award Committee. So, in keeping with the tradition that was established this morning by the second presenter, Guten Abend, meine Damen und Herren. Ich heiße André Lapierre und mein Deutsch habe ich auf der Straße in dem Moseltal gelernt. So, vielen Dank. So now we have CURAC that is trilingual, as if bilingual wasn't complicated enough. So, as you very well know, recognizing excellence and achievements by the committee of the awards committee is one of the obligations and goals of a CURAC. Because we aim to provide models. We will be discussing tomorrow best practices, but best practices are done by people who practice them, who serve as models, and we have models in our association from one ocean to the other. C'est très important dans une association une fédération d'associations de retraités universitaires, de pouvoir reconnaître d'un océan à l'autre les individus qui, d'une façon ou d'une autre, ont porté une contribution appréciable à l'organisation de leur propre institution dans les milieux où ils œuvrent. Donc, ce soir, mon plaisir et mon obligation, c'est justement de reconnaître les personnes qui se sont méritées cette année un prix. My privilege and honor this evening is to recognize those individuals in your own associations that have provided models of excellence, models of contributions to your own associations. Recognition is important. If people are going to be providing leadership, and that is what we are looking for in our associations, these people have to be recognized. And that's why I'm very happy to be the president or the chair of the awards committee. I would like to, first of all, recognize the members of that committee, some of which are here. I would like to begin in BC. Could we please have We have the names here. We have Gladys Way. Could you stand up, Migley, and be recognized? Let's please have a hand of applause for Gladys. In Ontario, we have two members, one who is not here, Bev Steferick from Lakehead University. Unfortunately, she wanted to be here this evening. She communicated with me and at the very last minute had a family obligation and could not attend. The other Ontario member that we have is Ron Champion. And I believe Ron is here somewhere. Voilà. Merci, Ron. And finally, from McGill, the person with which I could not do half of the work that I'm doing is Kate McGuire. So I would like to... So before going ahead with the presentations, I would like to remind you that on the tables you have information concerning the awards that our committee is responsible for. We will be giving out the Tribute Award this evening, which is an award which is basically the award of the your associates. It's yours, because it's up to you to nominate a person who on your in your association has proven leadership and is award of and who is a person who would comment dirais-je, is worthy of recognition and serves as a model. Then we have the Association Award. This evening, we will be presenting the Association Award, which is given out to the association that has made a significant contribution to CURAC. So we're here, this is an association award. And at the AGM, you saw that we gave out one appreciation award. This is for retiring members of the board or of committee who have chaired committees. When they retire, they receive the appreciation reward. And finally, we have a new award, which was instituted in 2023 at the University of Saskatoon. This is the Peter H. Russell Reward for Distinguished Service. It has been named in favor of the founder of CURAC, and it is given out for a person who has provided exceptional service to CURAC at the national level. It has never been awarded. So the criteria, I invite you to look at the checkout on the CURAC website. You will find out the criteria. Nominations will be open up shortly, and nominations are received by the committee, but the award itself is decided by the board of directors. It is not meant to be an annual reward. It is meant to be discerned on an irregular basis on the number of nominations received and by the value and the decision of the board and of the awards committee. So beginning next year, we will be receiving nominations for that particular award. So we are ready to move on to this evening's program. However, tradition has it that I have to apparently tell a little story. And the little story this year actually took place this afternoon, because there's several of you were with me when Ingrid took us through the secrets of science at McGill. And it was quite an instructive and informative tour of McGill. You'd be surprised, actually, at everything that you wouldn't even dare think about that happened in science at this university. It's quite impressive. But there's one thing that Ingrid did not mention, and that most probably none of you know. But McGill University, for several years, was known for its School of Divinity. Nobody knew that McGill had a School of Divinity. And yet, this afternoon, we discovered that there was such a School of Divinity for many years. And it was world famous for its archives on pearly gates jokes. So I left the group at one point, and I rushed into the archives. And I found several number of jokes, actually, and of course I got involved in reading all these pearly gate jokes. And would you like to hear one of them? Really? Okay. So it goes like this. J'espère que je ne me trompe pas. I hope that I don't make any difference. Ich hoffe, dass ich keine werde ich nicht machen. Aber this trilingual thing is really going to kill me. Because I was in Germany for 5 months during my sabbatical, and I've lost an awful lot of the language that I learned there. But anyway, apparently there are, one particular day, there's 3 Montrealers that arrive at the pearly gates at the same time. And there's quite a rush that particular day, and St. Peter says, well, there's the waiting room here. You have to wait until we go in. And before coming into heaven, you have to specify how you died, because we have to record that. So he said, let's begin with number 1. So number 1 comes up, and he says, and St. Peter says to him, he says, so how did you die? Well, he says, St. Peter, this is how it happened. It really wasn't a very good day for me. I was a prof at McGill University, and all of a sudden in the afternoon, there was a power failure, and they canceled all the classes, and they sent everybody home. So I arrived a little bit early at my apartment, and upon arriving in the apartment, I said, hello, honey, I'm home. There was no noise. I found that very funny. And then all of a sudden I heard a rush in the bedroom. So I rushed to the bedroom, and lo and behold, I see my wife naked with the covers of the few sheets covering her and so on. And he says, sweetheart, what is happening? And she says, I just took a shower, and I'm just enjoying myself, relaxing in the bed after taking my shower. The chap said, well, he's a McGill University prof, So I said, there's something going on here. So he rushes to the bathroom, and he sees that the bathroom, the shower is dry. He looks at the towels. The towels are dry. So I said, what I've been suspecting for some time now is maybe happening. I know that my wife has this thing going on with this French guy at Université de Montréal. And maybe this is what happens. Maybe he's still in the house and so on. So I want to catch him. So he rushes back into the bathroom, and into the bedroom, and he looks, and he takes the sheets apart and looks, and he's not hiding in the bed. So he says, he must be hiding under the bed. So he looks under the bed. Nobody under the bed. So he rushes into the living room, looks in the living, nothing. In the dining room, nobody. So he said, oh my God, I have to catch this guy, because, sleeping with my wife and fooling around like this, I don't want to. I want to make sure that I catch this guy. So he's looking around, he's really desperate, and all of a sudden he looks at the balcony. And he says, ha, and he looks, pulls the door, and lo and behold, sure enough, there's this guy, both hands hanging on the railing. And he says, ha. So you're not going far. So he takes his shoe off and he starts banging on the fingers of the guy. And the poor guy is, like this. And he lets go and he falls into the open. Luckily, falling down, there is an awning and some bushes at the bottom of the apartment, and it softens the fall. So the poor guy falls down, and then starts getting up and walking away, and the chap is on his balcony, and he's looking at him, and he says, I can't let the guy run away like that. I can't do that at all. He says, what can I do? What can I do? And he looks around, and then he looks and he can see in the living room a cedar chest. And he says, this is what I'm going to do. So he grabs the cedar chest, drags it out onto the balcony, lifts it up to the top of his fingers, his arms, and he just throws it over and aims it on the poor chap that's on the ground, and hits him right away, bang, and kills him. So since even if he was an McGill prof, he wasn't in very good shape. And because of the massive effort that was required then, he just had a massive heart attack and he died. And he says, St. Peter, that's the way I died. So St. Peter says, oh my God, that's pretty interesting. So he gets to the second guy. And he says, well, how did you die? So the chap says, well, I'm a guy that I'm an engineer in air conditioning, and I'm a graduate of Concordia, and I started my own business, and I'm okay. Except that this day I had this contract on this apartment building, and I was working on the roof, and lo and behold, on the roof I made a false movement. And with my foot, I pushed my toolkit into the open. And trying to catch it, I lost my balance, and I fell down out into the open. But luckily enough, I was able to catch on to a balcony. But as soon as I catch it, so this asshole that comes out, takes off his shoe and starts banging my fingers like this. So I let go, and I fall down. Luckily for me, there was an awning and some bushes. So I fell down, and that kind of softened my fall. And I was really hit hard when I fell down, but I was able to get up. And just as I was starting to walk away, I look up, and what do I see? It's this cedar chest coming down on me. Bang! It hits me right away, and I got killed right away. So St. Peter said, wow, that's really interesting. So look at the third guy. He says, how did you die? He says, well, St. Peter, you're not going to believe this. But here I was at my girlfriend's apartment, stark naked, and I was hiding in a cedar chest. Have you recovered from that? Okay. Alors voilà. And that was in the archives of the McGill School of Divinity. Okay, let us get to the serious part of this ceremony, and I would like to call upon Henry Leighton from McGill University. To come up and join me up front. Henry, it is my pleasure to present you with the Tribute Award of the CURAC Association. Alors, félicitations à Henry Leighton pour avoir mérité le prix hommage des ARUCC.
Voilà.
Et voilà. Just put it sideways. Okay.
May I say a few words of thank you?
Okay,
I have a few thank yous.
thank you very much.
Okay,
I'll hold your...
thank you.
Okay, let me hold that. Okay.
I have a few thank yous to make. First of all, to CURAC for this honour. And I don't need to tell anybody in this room that retirement is not necessarily just an end, but it can also be an opportunity for a new beginning. In my case, 10 years ago, I was given the opportunity to get involved in the establishment of MURA, and that was a privilege and something that was very rewarding and inspiring for me. And I want to thank my colleagues on those first boards who I worked with in getting MURA off the ground. So that was a real, this was a few years into my retirement, and this was a real beginning for me. So thank you again to CURAC, and thank you to MURA for adding another chapter to my almost 50 years of association with McGill. Thank you.
Thank you, Henry. Congratulations again. There you go. Notre deuxième gagnante pour ce soir, our second awardee of the evening, is Debbie Mercier.
Oh, j'aime beaucoup m'osciller.
Oui, oui. Merci.
Okay, 2 words?
Yeah, one moment.
1 moment. 2 pictures, 2 words.
Okay. Alors voilà.
Merci. Okay, so I won't thank my dog, my cat, my cousin, my uncles, my aunts. but I will say that I do feel like an imposter, because although I appreciate very much this award and I appreciate very much the nomination, I have worked with people who have done far more than I have done. So we're looking at them right now. So thank you very much, and merci beaucoup, Monsieur Lapierre. Et bonne soirée à tous. Merci.
Voilà. C'est la citation.
C'est quoi que je prends? C'est juste ça? Tout
Oui,
ça?
les deux.
Tout ça?
Oui. Our third award, notre troisième présentation ce soir, is for Arvi Rank of the University of Calgary. So we have to take pictures first.
You're going to be plastered all over our magazine.
Yeah, sure. Actually, it was just everything I was going to say was said before me, because I don't really feel I deserve this either, and I do like your shoes. No, really, I've been around for the University of Calgary Retiree Association for the last 14 years, but only until 3 years ago we were not the Retirees Association, we were a Emeritus Association. And one of the things I think I'm getting the award for was to make the transition from emeritus to retirees. But I attribute that decision to my wife, who strongly persuaded me that this is the route we should go. I mean, I sort of felt that way, but it was the push I needed. And we've had a tremendous group of people which I've had to work with, and basically they did all the job. And there's actually 3 of them here now. There's Sheila Evans over here with the camera. And Carolyn Delamanak. And a member of your own board there, was Sandra. And I thank all of these people and all the people that I've worked with over the years that have been a really good group and continue to be so. So those are the people really that I have to thank. Thank you.
Don't run away. Yes, this is your citation and
you very much.
the award. You're more than welcome.
Yeah, got the name right.
Hopefully. And those are our three awards. For we have a third. Well, we do have a fourth tribute award to Leona Jacobs of the University of Lethbridge, who unfortunately cannot be with us this evening, and her certificate will be mailed to her president, the president of our RA, and I'm told that sometime this fall, the Retiree Association of the University of Lethbridge will be holding a small ceremony in her honor, and her certificate will be given to her at that time. So I think we can applaud for And now we go ahead with the Association Award. The Association Award is presented to the association who has made a significant contribution to the work of CURAC des ARUCC this year. Cette présentation va à l'endroit de l'association, une association qui a marqué l'année par sa contribution substantielle aux travaux des ARUCC pendant l'année. This year, the award goes to the organizers of this magnificent meeting that we're having right now. And it's the McGill University Retiree Association. I'd like to call upon the co-organizers, Ginette Lamontagne and Jacques Desrommes, and the
Nina's not here. No, she went home. Yeah. Bob is right here.
again, Bob Stanley, okay, and Katie McGuire. So, so therefore we can have a picture.
Say cheese a few times.
Cheese, cheese, cheese. Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Oh, you made
So
this
there
so
is-
wonderful.
There is the
Okay.
certificate.
Okay. It's for our
Okay.
past
Yeah.
founding president,
Yeah.
Jeanette Lamontagne.
Right.
Merci à vous.
There is one person in our assembly this evening who is worthy of a special mention. And I am mentioning here the name of Gauri Sankarayan. Karan. And is Gauri still with us this evening? There. We would like to recognize the efforts that Gauri has deployed over many years to lay the foundations of Mura. He was a member of the CURAC Board of Directors for many years, and this is where he got the idea of an association that would be pan-Canadian, that McGill needed to belong to a pan-Canadian association, and his efforts have to be recognized in a very special fashion. So Gary, on behalf of everyone this evening, thank you so much for what you have done for CURAC. Et enfin, finally, I want to keep you from your dessert and your coffee, but I think a special hand of applause is due to our chefs this evening who has prepared. I'm mentioning Leo and Giovanni, who have prepared this excellent meal that is still not finished, so I will promptly cease speaking so we can get back to that meal. Leo and Giovanni, merci beaucoup pour cet excellent repas. Voilà.